Hey, good morning, guys. Mark Angelo here. Hope you guys are doing well in spite of all that's taking place in our world. If you're in Texas, Louisiana, all the areas that have been affected by the hurricane, I hope you guys were able to stay safe. I haven't really checked in on what's going on yet with that situation. Last I heard, it's going to hit in the middle of the night. So I hope and I'm sending positive energy that we were able to ride it through okay without the minimalist amount of catastrophe and harm. For those of you that are living in cities that are being faced with a lot of rioting, I send you all peace, love, tranquility, light, understanding. It's a very troubling time that we're living in as far as our mind and meat suit is concerned. As human beings, we're used to things being a certain way. We like stability. We fear the unknown. We get attached to material things. So when anything that faces us that leads to losing these material things, we become depressed. We become fearful and just not at ease, hence the term disease. And disease could be biological, emotional, mental, spiritual. So for those of you that are having a hard time because you're still holding on to the things of this world, I say this to you. I know it's hard. It's hard to change what you know. But understand that these things that we wear that encase our spirit is not meant to be permanent. Nothing in this world is permanent. We could clearly say that it could even be an illusion. And I know many of you don't get that and maybe even become offended by that. It is deeper than I'm capable of expressing in human words to you. And trust me, I mean no disrespect. We become so attached to our identity, to our material things, to our bodies, to our egos. And anything that challenges that always creates friction and triggers. What I'm seeing in this world right now is a massive alchemy, a change, a massive change. And with every great change, there's always going to be disruption. There's always going to be some sort of expansion and contraction. And these things play out in forms of catastrophe, fires, hurricanes, pandemics, people waking up one morning and not feeling themselves and all of a sudden feel that they might be in the wrong body. Hence, all the amount of transgender individuals that are coming forth this day and age. I'm getting a lot of emails. I've always gotten a lot of emails, but lately in the past couple of weeks, from mothers worried that their daughters are believing that they are trans or believing that they are born in the wrong body. There's a lot of older people that are also coming out. And we take this to face value. We take this as a very material thing, as our body. But what we fail to understand, this is spiritual. This is totally deeper than our minds could understand. Because our minds, right now at this moment, our minds are not capable of grasping the concept. So we automatically put a material identity to it. But what's happening right now, there's a massive change in our DNA. There's a massive change in the esoteric realm. And it's playing out as a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, a lot of destruction. Lots and lots of confusion in the world. And we have religious beliefs and we have all sorts of different systems set up that have only placed us in a box. And we very much hold on to these systems because it's all we know. It's what we've been taught from a very young age. Right now, there's a lot of disagreement between spouses. There's a lot of disagreement between everyone. I mean, there's not, if you look at it, what's happening right now, there's a lot of disorder, a lot of chaos, a lot of arguments, a lot of hatred, a lot of fear. We don't know how to understand this. Because again, we have been programmed to believe that life is a certain way. There's going to be a lot of rude awakenings, and a lot of people are not going to be able to handle what will take place. This has absolutely nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with a savior, absolutely nothing to do with what you have been taught to believe. This is deeper. And what we have to do right now is take the time to reflect, to meditate, to allow the process to take place. Do not judge it. Do not get angered by it. And I know it's hard. It's hard when you see something on your Facebook page that triggers you and you just want to go in there and attack that person. We all do it. We all do it. It's our reaction. We are like very unstable energy at the moment. But the energy will, at one point or another, become calm again. And when I say again, it's because we've been through this before. This is just all part of our evolution, an evolution of our spirit, an evolution of our species, an evolution of the universes, because this does not just affect us here on Earth. This affects many. So, if you're transgender and you're still not happy and you're still struggling, and you still don't understand that even after you've done it all, you're still having problems, as you term it, gender dysphoria, even though you've done it all. This is all part of that evolution. Because it's not about the body, it's not about your meat suit. This is a spiritual change that's taking place. Male and female energy are energies that come together as one, as yin and yang. And right now, this change is creating all sorts of ramifications and just disruption to your mind, to your heart, to everything. But it will become bearable and it will eventually subside. But before the calm sets in, before the acceptance kicks in, before, I can't even find human words for this, before it all becomes as it is, there will be a lot of disruption. There will be a lot of anger, a lot of fear, a lot of violence. We just have to reflect. We have to meditate. We have to try to remember why we are here. This is part of a bigger plan. This has absolutely nothing to do with Q. This has absolutely to do with no religion. This has absolutely nothing to do with a God that you've also easily given your power away to. The energy source that we are part of does not require us to worship. We are part of it. How do we worship ourselves? And although in this Me Too, many people do, and they're all based on egoic needs, it's not about worshiping. It's not about gathering more material things. It's not about altering your body and doing all sorts of things that you need to do to try to make yourself feel better and align. Because this alignment is spiritual, fully spiritual. I don't claim to have all the answers, but I dig deep. I dig deep because I want to understand what is happening. Why all these years, we've been told that a Savior is coming to save us, but the Savior is nowhere to be found. Because that Savior is within you. You hold a piece of that puzzle. You are a key to those many locks to unlock and unravel this wonderful mystery that we call life. Stay in love. Stay away from fear. And if you do feel fear, fear it, own it, but let it go. When you look in the mirror, do not judge what you see. That is not you. You are not that mirror. You are not that image in that mirror. You are something greater, something more powerful. Yet you have told yourself that you're not. Because you've been told that throughout your life. You've had situations that made your self-esteem become lower and lower. It's time to rise up. It's time to raise yourself up. It's time to unravel the true mystery of who you are. And you are not that image in the mirror. If you continue to chase that dream, if you continue to chase that want, you'll be like a dog chasing its tail. Because that is not true happiness. Happiness is not found in the material world. It's not found in external things. Happiness is found within you. And happiness is finally being content and at peace with who you are, no matter what is going on around you. Anyway, guys, I love you. But remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.